you met with players this morning? About how many showed up? About how many were there? Do you know, guys?
I would estimate. I didn't take a head count. I'd say 55 to 60 if I had to guess. I know some kids had to get on the road to get back home. Some guys had class and that kind of stuff. But it was great. They were wonderful. They were attentive. And you never know how those things go till it's done. I chose them. They didn't choose me.
Right.
And I mean those words. And it's my job to win them over. And by the end, all of them were in there. We were dabbing it up, exchanging phone numbers. I was so proud so many of them showed up, and they even stayed around after the pictures and said goodbye to me. That's what this is. It's a player-driven business. It's about relationships, connecting, and when you do that, the success will come. The results will happen.
And that must have been exciting. Before you go out there, this is my team. This is going to be my first team as a head coach.
Well, it truly is. And just like I said about
college,
my first high school quarterback I ever had, he showed up today. It was no different, him believing in me 20 years ago. Those guys that came today, they're already thinking something's happening. And that's how you get this thing going.
Why was it the right time in your career for you to make a jump to head coaching?
I was made to lead. I was made to be in that chair. And there's a lot of men, there's a lot of players that believe that. And I knew I could develop a staff and players to recruit. And I've got a great place to recruit too. And it's just the way the Lord made me. I feel strongly about that, and it's just the chair I'm supposed to be in. And I don't say that arrogantly at all. I just know that's kind of what my role is, and that's why I'm here.
Other than watching the Alamo a couple of times, what are you doing or what do you plan to do to get to know San Antonio?
I met a lot of people today, and I'm going to trust a lot of people. Dr. Campos has been amazing, and she's going to lead me, and I'm going to follow, and I'm going to do whatever that is possible, from the military to marathons to whatever the city of San Antonio needs me to do. I'm going to embrace that, and it's not for any other reason that I love people. I'm so excited to be in the 7th largest city in America. The multicultural, those pictures a while ago and the comments they were making to me, who wouldn't want to go help? Who wouldn't want to give back? And that's what team building is. All about team is, little bitty me, big we. It's about the team. So we're going to give back.
And you haven't lived here before, right?
I've not. I've lived close, but not.
So, I know the head coaching job was the main incentive, but was there something about the San Antonio community that really made you want to come here for this city?
Well, the Texas High School Coaches Association, we come down here every 3 years. So. Coaches School. So about 15,000 of us invade your town. So my entire life, we've been at the Riverwalk, and we've been concerts at the Alamo Dome, and we've been, obviously we've not lived here, but we've embraced that culture, and we want to be here. So I felt very comfortable about it. My wife is extremely excited to be in Central Texas, South Central Texas. So I couldn't tell you how excited we really are. So that's what our plan.
When did you see the movie? Last night, night before last? Or?
No, it was. I got the
It's
call.
Tuesday, yeah.
I got the call on Friday night about 10 that Dr. Campos wanted to see me on Saturday. So I went to Ross's and I bought a $7 tie and a $2 pair of socks so I'd match. And I got back in on my phone. I watched the Alamo. I wanted God to give me something that I could come in there and impress her with. And
was it the Billy Bob Thornton or the John, the new one or the old one?
Well, to be honest with you, because I wanted to make sure I was on point, I've watched just the scene 7 times, and there's so many different versions of it. I didn't want to misspeak, but the last one I read before I went up there, it said 179 out of 180, and I guess he's the one guy that told the story because we know what happened to them.
And you've seen the Alamo before, right? Have you been here all the times?
Many times. I've got 3 children.
So
when you live in Texas, man, and I wanted to do something, with the Alamo as kind of our hashtag, but I just thought it was so, it's just so, I think to draw the line is just something that's going to be, we can go with it. I'm going to take ideas, your ideas, and we're going to keep rolling with it, let the players join in. And, with my deal, it's going to be, the culture, the Texas High School coaches, the city of San Antonio, the players, and the community. That's what we're going to draw the line on. But it's unending where we can go with that. I'm sure President Amy will have ideas, Dr. Campos, and I'm going to listen. I don't have all the answers. That's one part I do know. I know where I'm weak, I know where I'm strong, and I'll surround people to cover up my weaknesses, and where I'm strong, I'll go flourish.
Jeff, you mentioned you could have been happy staying in Big Sandy forever.
Yep.
You could have been in Gilmer for as long as you
Yep.
wanted. That decision when Charlie called you and wanted you to come to the college game, how tough was that, and kind of how do you weigh your rich history coaching high schools and doing the college thing?
I had many opportunities to leave along the way. When you sit in a chair, the same chair, all those college coaches come through and become very good friends. I had great players. They all wanted my players. They all realized I was different, and they wanted me to come work with them. But I just didn't want to leave my kids at that time. We were teaching Sunday school, Little League baseball, upwards basketball. I was being a dad, man. And heck, they named the stadium after me. I mean, who wants? That's pretty good job security. And in my business, there's not real good job security, right? So I really didn't want to go. I didn't want to. I told my wife I wasn't going to do it. I reached over for my phone to put it down. A song by Toby Mac came on. And it's a song about it's greater than you. And it's about how God literally took somebody out some warm water and took him to some uncomfortable water because he had greater things for him in store. And I've had a rough grind. I've recruited my tail off, and I'm known for that. And I'm known for developing players. But there's been many nights where I wondered where God was going to end up taking me to use me in his influence. And I know now. I know that's what his plan was. I'm convicted about that. And I listen to Toby Mac daily in that song just to remind me that I know this is much bigger than me.
Do you still consider yourself a high school coach at heart?
At heart, I always will be. I take absolutely great pride in that. I am a Texas High School Coaches Association member, 30 years now.
But you'll always be a high school coach at heart, right?
At heart, I will. Yeah. You heard Coach Rutledge. That's what the game's all about.
Yeah.
That's what the game's all about. And we're going to keep doing the things I've learned there, and trust me, we'll be fine.
How old are your kids now?
Jordan is 26.
He's the one with the Saints?
Yes, sir. Jake is 22, and JC is 19, my daughter. We started young. I'm only 37.
Yeah, right. Are you 50 or 51? How old are you?
I don't even know. I really don't. The other recruits, I'm 37.
So you've obviously started at new jobs several times, but what is it about going into this job as a head coach of a college program for the first time? Is there anything